Hi, good morning. What comes to your mind when you hear from the roots? It's something related to the land, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the land's organic.
Yeah. And regarding the land, do you know how difficult it is to be a farmer in Latin America, especially in Colombia? Well, in Colombia, the farmers have an average income of 140 per month. It is because they face a lot of challenge. For example, they have 65% of their lands are underutilized. Also, they have a lack of industry knowledge because they don't have access to the data. Um, of course, they have unfair market structures because there are a lot of people between the farmer and the end consumer. So the farmer don't get enough payment for their products. That's why. Um, yeah, that's why they sometimes took the or follow the broad path, like being involved in traffic, in drugs trafficking networks.
That's the illicit cultivation of crops. They get not so they do not know which crop to plant, and they prefer to get more benefits with the illicit cultivation. And as we see here, after COVID, the hectares like it was doubled with the illicit cultivation. So that's their main problem.
That's the reason why we choose also Colombia because they is very focused on that. Our solution is to get the farmers a digital platform where they can enter their location and they can get information about the soil and what crops are more beneficial to them. Like, for example, in this location, the farmer can get that it's the suitable crops are rice, tomato, and they also can get the price and the profit for their products. The farmers will have access to manage the production, the sales, and also the finance. And of course, they have access to the marketplace to buy their products direct to the end consumers and get fair more fairless payment for their products. About the customers, we have near 3 million potential customers between buyers that are people who have the willingness to pay to be in the marketplace, to buy by the marketplace. Also, the agro suppliers that are the suppliers that get the products to the farmers, and also the financial institution that will get loans to the farmers to do the investment. About the partners, we have, of course, the governments, the agro-engineers, and the Colombian Society of Farmers.
Regarding the business model itself, so the platform which Milu described, it will be totally free. It's open sourced and every farmer will have access to it, so they can access the data of their soil and which crop matches it. But if they want to get the additional data like financial data, what could benefit them, which crop, for example wheat will like get more profit for them or potatoes, they will have to pay for it. It's like symbolic $2.5 for them per month. Regarding the buyers, as Milu mentioned, there will be like financial institutes or other like marketplaces who pay on their end again for the data, their own subscription. Will partner with the suppliers in to like distribute farmers' products directly to the end user. So that will be the whole supply chain, and by the end of the day is the data monetization. So we're gathering this data from the satellites, the aerial satellites. So that's the main source, and we'll have our own hardware that's in the future when we'll get the data directly from the soil. So yeah, and they will monetize the data as well. For the press seed, we'll need 2,250K. So that will be redistributed for our marketing mainly for the farmers acquisition, because we need to get the traffic of the farmers to get them the data, get them all the benefits, and they can improve their income and profits. So by 2035, we will have the annual profit in $1.1 million, and the ROI will be here 25% for the whole project. And regarding the future plans, so we're starting this year the pilot, as we have our MVP and we can distribute the data. And I guess it's not showing here. Oh, sorry, but it's okay. So we'll cover the whole Colombia by the end of 2033, and by 36, we'll already get to Peru, as we have covered the whole region. So get to the other countries of Southern America. And this is our team. This is our CFO. She's from Colombia, and she has an expertise in the farming, in the agricultural business. So that's why we came up with this idea.
Okay, excellent.
That's it.
Thank you so much for your time. This is a very good presentation. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
Very clear, concise, crisp. Just got to the point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, understand the idea of starting in Colombia because of the knowledge and the relationship. How do you see this kind of progressing from the farming in Colombia into Peru, when you also have things like rainforest deforestation for cattle ranching and all of those different things that are coming into play into those regions? Is that more in Brazil versus Colombia and some of these other regions, or kind of how do you see the competition for the land?
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I can take it. Thank you. It is a very good point. We actually wanted to give this tool for the farmers to use the land in the most productive way.
Yep.
So in Colombia, there's also, as Milut said, it is underutilized.
Yep.
There's a lot of competition towards, obviously, using the land for cattle and everything, but there's a huge opportunity that is land not being used at 100% for food production. So we know, and it's not two separate things. We would also recommend them, if they want to diversify their income, to input into their land chickens, input into their land any time of food production that will actually increase their income. So we see it as a Venn diagram that it could be intersective for them to higher their profits.
Very logical, very logical. Can I get 2 questions in?
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about data sourcing? You said satellites. How much does it cost? Do you guys have any idea how much it actually costs to source data from satellites?
Actually, our MVP already is working, and we get the data from NASA satellites, also the EUCC satellites, that's the European Commission satellites.
They have open access?
Yeah, so that's the whole, for now, the data is all open sourced.
Great. Okay.
And that's why I mentioned later that we'll get our own data when we have like my profit and
that's a later problem.
Yeah, but for now the data is like totally open source, and that's why we get also this data open source to the farmers again.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
That's should be accessible to all.
So that's my second question. Access to farmers. Obviously, reaching to farmer community and rural communities is hard.
Yes.
It's not the city. You can't like do Facebook advertising. So how do you intend to raise awareness with your target segment?
Yeah.
That's why we choose like partners, the agro engineers that are near or close to the farmers, and also
So you wanna
they will give they will give
yeah.
the training.
Got it. Okay. So that's the scope of the partnership.
Exactly.
It's about access. Great.
Cool. And you were team
Three.
three.
This is amazing. So you already have a prototype.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Do that.
yes.
We can show it to
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
So this is the coordinates
Yeah.
again. This
Location,
is the
Columbia Selection,
location.
yeah.
This is retrieved from the Google Earth
Okay.
directly. And the next, it takes long as it
that's
goes
fine.
to the
It's soil data
NASA, and then it does all the matching.
Yeah.
And
No, so I'm really curious, what low-code, no-code tools did you use to do this?
it was mainly Django's framework,
Okay.
plus with the Python,
Uh-huh.
and it was all summarized by the ChatGPT
Yes.
and the Make.com.
Oh, and make.com.
Yeah.
Nice.
And here is the soil data. It
Yeah.
shows the soil data that's
Yeah.
directly from the satellites, and that's the
This is
like
awesome.
these are the suitable crops
Uh-huh.
for that land. This is rice, tomato, strawberries, and the price for the strawberry like per ton. This is the average price for the market now right now.
So we
Yeah.
have one more minute left.
Okay.
So you have 2 more presentations, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go to the next room,
Yes.
right,
This is important.
set the context of the slide, and then you ask the judges, we already have a prototype. Would you like to see the prototype for the rest of the
Okay.
presentation? If
Okay.
they want to see the prototype, just switch to this.
Okay.
All right? Projections and all that stuff is great because you already sent us the slides. I've seen the Dropbox slides.
Oh,
You all did.
Okay.
Okay.
All right? So don't waste the time. You already have this. Show this. Set the
This is
context.
amazing.
Remind them who you are, and ask them if they want to see the prototype first.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for the advice.
Thank you. This is awesome.
All right.
Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.